Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I support the motion this afternoon for a windfall tax on the profits of oil and gas companies. Household utility bills are going to rise by an estimated £50 a month in April, and we've heard many moving stories already today about struggling households and how they have to make some very difficult and awful choices. Millions of people are going to be turning their heating down or off altogether in order to keep eating, and millions more are going to feel the pinch, including many of my families in Bath. I want to turn, however, Mr. Deputy Speaker, my attention on how we got here, how our dependency on volatile gas supplies from abroad could be avoided in the future, and why not more has been done. Two things have shocked me. First, how dependent we still are on gas, when in about 10 years' time we need to have changed dramatically our fossil fuel consumption if we want to stand a fighting chance to get to net zero. And second, how consumers who have switched to renewable electricity companies will foot the extra bill for gas, although they don't use any gas at all, and I've made that point already in another debate. The Minister will know what I have to say. In the future, all power should ideally come from renewables only, onshore, offshore, solar and marine. For wind and marine, there are few countries as well situated as the UK. Not only should we be making all our own power renewably, we should be exporting it across Europe. If we want to be a leader in something, a perfect opportunity to be a global leader. The cost of wind power is coming down year after year and will soon be a mature market with steady costs. Once a wind farm is built, apart from small overhead and maintenance costs, the electricity cost is nothing, almost nothing. That is the beauty of all renewables. That was the idea behind contracts for differences, which were introduced by the Liberal Democrats in government and under my friend, the Right Honourable Member for Kingston, as the Energy Minister. Contracts for difference are best described as fixed-term contracts for the electricity produced over a 20-year period of time. Once they are out of contract, electricity from these installations should be extremely cheap, perfect for consumers. A lot more should have been done in the last 7 years since the Tories were in government on their own. At last, the government has recently quadrupled the number of FCDs it has offered in the last auction round. But that is not enough. Why limit the number at all, which slows down the rollout of renewables? So far, the Tory government has allowed renewables to grow, but only slowly, to maintain the fossil fuel and renewables industries alongside each other. As businesses and residential customers shift from gas to electricity, limiting the growth of renewables by restricting the numbers of contracts for difference keeps the fossil fuel industry in the game. Which brings me back to the millions of consumers who are committed to climate action and who have switched to a renewable electric supplier. They will find that in April they will be paying more for their electricity bills, even though they are not buying any electricity made from gas. It is a clear example of the market being regulated for the benefits of the gas companies. Renewable electricity prices are approximately the same now as they will be in 6 months' time. So why should customers of electricity made by renewables have to pay higher bills? The government needs to fix this unfairness as a matter of urgency. While this would not fix the energy crisis for everybody, it would at least reward those customers who are doing the right thing when it comes to climate action, incentivise more people to switch, and in turn drive climate action. But, Mr. Deputy Speaker, a windfall tax on the profits of the oil and gas companies is what is needed immediately now. Thank you.